He's nice, and he lets us play with stuff like wood so we could build stuff. And he also makes money so we could eat.
He takes care of us and buys us toys, and he gets us clothes to wear, and he checks the house.
My father is special because he's a dreamer, and he actually pursues most of his dreams and encourages me to do so all the time.
I like my papa because he gets us stuff, he lets us play with stuff, and he gives us the stuff we need.
I like my papa because when we go to his house, we could go swimming, and sometimes we get to hang off a zip line and then swim into the pool. And he built this like a tree house for us, and every time we go there, we play in it, and then that's what I like about my papa. We love you, Papa.
A couple months ago, we took a spontaneous trip downtown to visit Michael, and we went to this dessert shop and we got him a chocolate piece of cake and we brought it to Chipotle for Michael. And it just made me think about how spontaneous my dad is. He'll do that. He'll just say, hey, let's go downtown, and just walk. And I love that about him.
When I met my husband, he was already a father, and a good father. Matter of fact, when I first met him, he showed me a picture of his daughter. And I thought that was just so awesome of him loving her. He had her at a young age, but took care of her from day one. And when we had our children, he's always been a good father. He's always been the playful one. And the kids always loved when Dad's there because he's a lot more lenient than I am, believe it or not. And they get away with a lot more when I'm not there, and they seem to take advantage of him sometimes, but especially Shayla. But he's a good dad, and one thing that he taught me was that he loves the kids different than I do. And sometimes I would try to set stipulations on what the kids were supposed to do, and he frankly told me, you know, I love the kids too. And so he's been a good dad. He jokes with them and plays with them. They've had neighborhood water fights down the street and things like that. And but he's always been there to counsel them. And when it's time to be serious, he's serious with them, and he would go to the ends of the world for them. And so I think that is something that I missed. My father passed when I was 6 years old. And I also tell my children how lucky they are and how blessed they are to have a father in the home and that they've been fathered. And so by a man that has provided for them. We've never gone without anything. He's given them spiritual counsel. He's given them Jesus Christ. He's given them an education. We've always supported them in everything that they've done. So he's a good father.
Elder McKnight.
Every Sunday, he gives us food from the back of his truck. And one time I went to his house, I got to shave fish with the knife. He taught me how to do that. And one time, I didn't really have good grades in school, and he told me how to have good grades.
He gives me money every week, and he helps me get good grades, and he prays for me, and he gives me stuff to do with. We love you, God, Dad.
Baby. Elder McKnight, you've been an awesome father to our children. I just want to encourage you to keep going and be you, because I know you can't do anything else but be you, but you're a great dad. I love you for what you've done for them. I appreciate you for what you've done for us, and we love you very much. Happy Father's Day.
Being around a gentleman and watching how he treats my mom really makes me want to have someone as outgoing and free and just fun to be around like my dad is. I And because my dad is the opposite of me, it really makes me want to have someone like that who will just try random stuff, who will get me out of my comfort zone, because he's more of an extrovert and I'm an introvert. So I would really like to have a contrast like that in my future spouse. Thank you for your spontaneity and all your fun antics and all your dreams. Thank you. I love you.
On many occasions, I've had either happy occasions or turmoil where I can meet with him freely and I can speak with him out of my heart without feeling that he's going to be judgmental or shoo me away. He makes time for me and he gives me good fatherly spiritual advice to move forward in whatever my situation is. And I find that very special in a pastor. A lot of churches don't have that, and he does. He makes the time for you and doesn't leave you set aside. And even to move forward in my walk, when I have a question of something, should I go this direction or that direction, I have sought his counsel, and he has spiritually guided me on which path is best for me and what steps to take. And he's honest, very honest. Pastor Tolliver, I'd like to tell you happy Father's Day today. I am so happy that you are my spiritual father. I pray that you would continue to be that spiritual leader and father to all of us here at Progressive, and you continue to lead your sheep. Have a fabulous Father's Day.